Inhale as you reach the arms up and over the head. Exhale, Skandasana. Lower to a low boat. Hey, welcome to class and thank you for practicing with me. Today's class is going to be a fun but challenging Vinyasa flow where we flow through all of the warrior poses. So, when you're ready, let's meet in a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands wherever is comfortable for you. Lengthen out through your spine. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and close down the eyes. Let's take just a couple moments here to settle into class. If you'd like, you're welcome to set an intention for your practice, which can be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual in nature. And I'd also like to encourage you to pay attention to the inflow and outflow of your breath throughout practice. Let's blink open the eyes and interlace the fingers. Let's do a quick wrist warm up, so make circles with the wrists. Change directions. Release, extend the right hand away from you with your fingertips facing up, and then pull back on the right fingertips with your left hand. Release, point the fingertips down to the ground and pull the top of the hand back towards you. On your next exhale, lower the hips, let them hover above the mat. Inhale, lift the hips back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Do two more on your own. And on your next exhale, lower the back all the way down into the mat. And then meet me in Navasana, boat pose. In your boat, make sure that the lower back is straight and that your toes are at eye level. Let's hold here for 5 slow deep breaths in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, lower to a low boat. And let's hold here for another 5 slow breaths. Keep the toes active by pulling them back towards yourself. Good job. Start rocking forward and back, and then cross the legs, and then roll over the legs to meet me in a tabletop. In your tabletop, stack your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above your knees. Let's flow through a couple rounds of cat and cow. Inhale as you lower your belly towards the mat, gaze forward for cow. Exhale, round the upper back and tuck the chin to the chest for cat. Do a couple more on your own. Let's all meet back in a neutral table, and then extend your legs behind you for a high plank. In your high plank, evenly distribute your weight throughout your hands. Press the mat away from you to round into your upper back, and then externally rotate the upper arms so the biceps are facing the front of the mat. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, send the hips up and back for downward dog. In your downward dog, press the mat away from you with your hands as you did in your high plank. Engage the quads, lower the heels towards the mat, and gaze at the navel. Since it's the first downward dog of class, feel free to pedal out the heels, move the hips left and right, or do anything else that your body needs. Let's all meet back in a static down dog, and then walk the feet behind the hands, and then grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Now sway the elbows left and right. Release the elbows and rise up one vertebra at a time into Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to flow through a couple rounds of Surya Namaskar A. So on your inhale, reach your arms up and over the head, palms touch, gaze at the hands for Uttanasana. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips come to shins, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your tummy, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest for Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower the chest back down, tuck the toes under. Inhale, press yourself up into a high plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back for downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your tummy, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower the chest, tuck the toes under. Inhale as you press yourself up into a high plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back for down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower onto your tummy. Untuck the toes. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes back under and press yourself up into a high plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back for downward dog. On your next inhale, reach the right leg straight up and back for three-legged dog. And let's hold here for 3 slow breaths. On your next inhale, bend the right knee and stack the right hip over the left. Now lower the right foot outside the left. Lift the hips and reach the right arm to the front right corner of your mat for Wild Thing. Press the mat away from you with your left hand and ensure that the left shoulder is stacked above the left wrist. Now bring the right hand behind the neck and hover the right foot above the left. Exhale as you tap the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Last one. Exhale, tap the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Draw the right knee to the right armpit. And then slowly step the right foot next to the right hand. Lower the left heel. Inhale as you reach the arms up and over the head for Warrior One. In your Warrior One, stack your right knee above your right heel. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. Reach up through the arms and gaze at the hands. On your next inhale, straighten the right leg, bend into the left, and bring the hands to the heart for Skandasana. Inhale as you press yourself up into a warrior two. Exhale, come back down into a skandasana. Inhale, rise back up into a warrior two. Exhale, skandasana. Inhale, come back to a warrior two. Let's hold in warrior two. Straighten your right leg, bring the right hand onto your shin and reach the left arm straight up and over the head for Trikonasana, triangle. If this is too much on the hamstrings, feel free to bend into the right knee or shorten your stance. On your next inhale, bend the right knee, set the left hand towards the left corner of your mat, shift more weight into the right foot and float the back foot up for Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon. From here, bring both hands to the heart for a warrior three. In your warrior three, press your palms together to keep the shoulders and the chest active. Lengthen out through your spine, reach out through the back heel, and bring the left hip level with the right. On your next inhale, rise up into the tree pose by setting your left foot anywhere on your right leg except on the knee. In your tree pose, press your hips forward and pull the left knee back. Exhale, release the left foot next to the right, bend into the knees and reach the arms up and over the head. On your inhale for Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, rise back up into Tadasana. Great job. Let's do the other side. But first, let's flow through a few more rounds of Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, reach the arms up and over the head, palms touch. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands onto the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows, chaturanga. In your chaturanga, make sure that you're pressing evenly throughout your hands and that the elbows are stacked directly behind the shoulders. Inhale, upward dog. Broaden out through the collarbones. Open the heart. Exhale, send the hips up and back for downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands onto the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, Tadasana. Last one. Inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, meet me in a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Bend at the elbows, chaturanga on your exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back for down dog. On your next inhale, reach the left leg straight up and back. Keep pressing evenly throughout both hands. And breathe. On your next inhale, bend the left knee and stack the left hip over the right. Lower the left foot outside the right leg, lift the hips and reach the left arm towards the front left corner of your mat. Gaze at the left hand and breathe. Bring the left hand behind the neck and hover the left foot above the right. Exhale as you tap the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Last one. Exhale, tap the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Now draw the left knee to the left armpit and then slowly step the left foot next to the right hand and rise up into a warrior one. On your next inhale, extend the left leg, bend into the right, and bring the hands to the heart for Skandasana. perfectly fine if your right heel isn't all the way down on the mat. That is just a matter of ankle flexibility, and over time, with more practice, your ankle flexibility will improve and you'll be able to lower the heel all the way down. On your next inhale, rise up into a warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana. Last one. Inhale, warrior two. Good job. Let's hold in warrior two for 5 slow deep breaths. As in warrior one, ensure that your left knee is stacked above your left heel, that you're pressing into the outer edge of your back foot, and you also want to lower the shoulders away from the ears here. Extend your left leg, bring the left hand to the left shin, and reach the right arm straight up and over the head for Trikonasana. On your next inhale, bend into the left leg, bring the right hand down and float the right leg up for Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon. Inhale as you bring the palms to the heart for warrior three. It's a bit difficult to balance in the wind and on the grass here. On your next inhale, rise up into a tree. Bring the hands to the heart. Push the hips forward and pull the right knee back. On your next exhale, step the right foot next to the left, bend at the knees, inhale, reach the arms up and over the head, for Utkatasana. Lift your heels to come onto the toes, and let's hold here for 5 slow deep breaths. Reach the arms as high as you can. Exhale, lower the heels and lower down into Malasana Yogi Squat. In your yogi squat, bring the palms together. And straighten out through the spine. Let's enjoy the squat for a couple moments. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. For those that want to, you can join me in a crow pose. Otherwise, feel free to just stay in a yogi squat. If you're coming into a crow with me, bring your hands down onto the mat. Create a strong foundation with your hands. Bring your knees to your triceps. Shift more weight into your hands. Lift one foot and then the other. Bring the toes together and breathe. If you're in a crow, lower back down into Asana, and then let's all lower onto our butt. Place the soles of the feet in front of you, about hip width distance or a little bit wider. Bring the hands behind you with the fingertips facing forward, and inhale as you lift your hips up for a reverse table. Shift forward and back. And the next time you shift forward, slowly lower the hips all the way down onto the mat. Breathe into the stretch in the front of your shoulders. Release, extend both legs straight out ahead of you, and then place your right foot outside your left knee. Bend the left leg and hug the right leg into the chest. On each inhale, lengthen out through the spine. On each exhale, twist and gaze over the back shoulder. If you want a little bit more, then you can bring the right hand behind you and set the left elbow outside the right knee, and then twist. Inhale, release. Extend both legs out ahead of you again. Let's do the other side. Place the left foot outside the right knee. Bend the right leg. And then hug the left leg into the chest. Again, if you want more, you can bring the left hand behind you and the right elbow outside the left knee. Release. And then bring both of the soles of the feet together. And grab the feet for butterfly. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold over the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Release, rise back up. Extend your legs forward and lower yourself onto your back. Rest your arms beside you with your palms facing up and close down the eyes for Savasana, corpse pose. Bring some movement into the toes and the fingers. Roll over onto one side. And press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Keep the eyes closed. And let's take just one more minute to pay attention to our breath. If thoughts arise, That's perfectly fine. Just acknowledge them and then come back to the breath. This part of practice is extremely important. In fact, the purpose of the movement practice is to help us to sit more comfortably in meditation. Gently blink open the eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you found it valuable, and if you did, please consider supporting the channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. If you'd like to continue practicing with me, then you can do so by visiting my channel by clicking the first link in the description and checking out all the other free yoga videos that I've created for you. Thanks so much for practicing with me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.